My name's Nikki Knows. I'm a tarot card reader, and I have the High Priestess and the Hierophant coming out. And I feel like the High Priestess came out first, and what I heard is that somebody denied your intuition, or somebody didn't believe your intuition, or does not believe your intuition. And then I pulled the Hierophant too. So this is two highly spiritual cards, and only that this would be a spiritual match. This is a divine match. This is a divine feminine, there's a divine masculine and spirit. So maybe the divine masculine or masculine energy doesn't believe in your intuitive sense, or it could also be maybe this is somebody in your family or friend structure, or the masculines around you, maybe they don't trust your intuition, or vice versa. Take it how it resonates. But I also feel like you're very challenging too with your intuition. It's like the intuition that you have comes up with questions. So you may be challenging somebody and somebody's challenging you back. I also feel like the High Priestess's power is limitless. Like there are a lot of different things that this High Priestess can do. And I feel like the Hierophant is almost here. I kind of feel like the Hierophant is supposed to be in front of the High Priestess. Like that's who's behind this, almost like this is a door. And in order to get to the High Priestess, you have to go through the Hierophant. Because it's almost like knowledge. In order to get knowledge, you have to have some sort of spiritual connection. And maybe somebody is denying that, especially if this is very heavily rooted in a religion that doesn't allow women to receive messages. You know, if somebody who follows a religion that says that women cannot be prophets, or women doesn't have a spiritual connection to God, you know, that somebody might deny your abilities or deny what you're doing or what you're saying. Because I feel like you might even challenge, if this is like patriarchy or like something that has to do with Christianity, because it's all about like the men ruling, the men write the book, the men do the laws, the men do everything, and it's the women who has to sit there and suffer. And you're probably challenging this person, being like, no, that's not how it's supposed to work. Is that like, I'm also a prophet, I'm a mystic, I'm a witch, I'm a whatever you want to call it. But I receive messages from Spirit, from God, you know, and you don't believe me, you don't trust me. But now we have the Knight of Cups and then the Wheel of Fortune. Is this kill them with kindness? Like, if you're not going to believe me, I'm going to charm you into believing me, or I'm going to be very charming, or I'm going to do something almost like I'm going to use my feminine ways in order to get you to listen to me, or get you to like bow to me. That could be it. I feel like with the Knight of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Also notice how there's 3 people on this card. She's solo dolo. And so I feel like, yeah, you need to, these masculines here do need to protect this woman, because she's out here doing it on her own, and he's got followers to listen to him. So it's almost like she gives him the messages and he takes off with it and he runs with it. But instead, I feel like he's challenging her, or has been challenging her. And so now she's got to figure out how to like get him to bend the knee, right? Get him to listen and do. Yeah, right? What's that saying, that the man is the head of the household, but the woman is the neck? And she's trying to turn him to do stuff, and he's not doing it. He's turning around and challenging her instead of listening to God. God is a woman. I don't know. God, just Spirit speaking to this person. But because of this person's indoctrination, well, here's the Divine Feminine, 4 of Wands. It's like happy wife, right? Why aren't you listening to me? You would be happier if you listened to me, because I'm saying these things for a reason. We have 2, 3, 4, 5. I also feel like she's like, if you want a baby to come out of me, you have to fucking listen to what I'm saying, because I'm in pain and you're not listening to it. You know, if I'm having a problem and you dismiss it, and because I'm a woman and you won't listen to me, you know, as this, well, here we go. Here's a lesson. If there's a divine masculine watching this, they are just now starting to prescribe women who go and get IUDs inserted inside of them, because it's an extremely painful procedure, but they denied women medication, where it's like, you know, if a man even has to have anything done back here, they're numbing it up, they're giving him pain medications. Meanwhile, you know, I personally had to have an ice cream scooper into my uterus because I had an abnormal pap smear one time, and that shit was painful. It was so painful, and they didn't do anything for me. Like, after the procedure was done, there was nobody came in and was like, okay, this is what's about to happen, and here's what you can expect, and here's some pain medication. It was like, no, I sat there for an hour, and then finally I just walked out and left. Nobody told me what was about to happen. I had no idea. Meanwhile, I'm like, terrible cramps, I'm in so much pain, I'm bleeding out. Meanwhile, a man, they probably would have held his hand. They would have given him a wheelchair to get in and out. By myself. But I might be preaching to the choir, but you know, women's healthcare, women, their pain is often seen as, in their head, psychosomatic. With men, they will listen to men about their pain level, but with women, they're more likely than not, they're like, it's in your head. I swear to fucking God. Right? Listen to me. I'm telling you what it's like, man. I mean, there's a reason why all these cards are out here. We have masculine and feminine energy, divine masculine and feminine energy. It's like the woman is going through undoing suffering because the men won't listen, because the men think that only men's pains counts or only men's issues counts. Where we didn't start getting like crash test dummies. I think for the very first time within the last 6 months, we've gotten the first atomically correct female crash test dummy. And how long have they been making seatbelts in cars? How long have they been crash testing cars? I don't know, 80 years, and finally we get one that's made for a woman, because women